Hello and good day to Miss Alia. Today, me, Farah, Nurul, Jannah, and Siti Sarah is going to present the misconceptions of K-pop. What is K-pop? K-pop, or its other name, is Korean popular music. It is a mainstream music that originated from South Korea. K-pop was formed around 1990s and have many subgenres under it. K-pop culture includes performance on music shows, profits through albums, hard copy of merchandise, and fandoms who support their idols. K-pop is included as one part of the Hallyu wave. It includes dramas, movies, and also cosmetics. K-pop idols are groups and artists formed by the various entertainment companies in South Korea. What are the misconceptions of K-pop? There are three common misconceptions in K-pop. First one is misconceptions on the industry. Second, misconceptions on its fandom, and lastly, misconceptions on its genre of music. Misconception on the industry. The making of a K-pop idol. According to Chong 2016, there's a dark truth in idols' path into becoming what they are today. They were trained with only little rest. A lot of trainees fainted during their practice almost once a week because they were trained almost 14 hours a day with only little rest. Next, they will wait weekly and it will be announced to the entire room. Some companies are so strict, the trainees are treated almost like they were a science experiment. All of them are called by numbers as if they were lab rats. Next, the misconceptions on its fandom. A lot of people generalize all K-pop fans as obsessed. It's true that fans might go out their way to do extraordinary things for their idols, such as stalking, trespassing, and getting private information. We have some of the examples here that I got from Twitter, a website. They were selling phone numbers of idols, and a fan broke into a K-pop group residence, also crashed into the wedding of a K-pop group's family member. But not all fans are that way. Some of us are just buying albums in bulk and non-stop music video streaming. These are a group of fans who is passionate on wanting to put their idol on top of the charts. Here's more example. I got this from Twitter from Kim Jisoo China Jisoo Bar. These are a group of people, like an established fan base. They know what they're doing. A day they bought 14,020 copies of albums, and they counted views for music videos, and they were encouraging the fans to stream. This is their hard work to put their idols known to the general public. And lastly, the misconceptions on its genre of music. Public tend to believe that all K-pop music sounds the same, when in reality, K-pop have much wider range of subgenres. For example, rock, moombahton, R&B, blues, rock ballad, hip hop, indie, and etc. It's just not so popularized, and more groups, bands, and soloists these days are coming out with new styles. For example, G-Friend, Dreamcatcher, Day6, The Rose, Mamamoo, BB, BY, Behind, etc. All of these have different range of styles of music. Some of them does rock, rap, almost as good as American hip hop. Here's another example. Here's a table of K-pop genres from 5 different Korean streaming websites. These are the famous ones like ballad, dance, hip hop, and rock. The least uncommon ones are trot, folk, R&B, and electronic, also indie. This proves that K-pop doesn't necessarily sound the same. That's it for my part.
There are some reasons for these K-pop misconceptions. The first reason is because people are being xenophobic, which means they dislike of or prejudice against people from other countries. There was a clip that aired on Australian pop culture show which shows xenophobic comments on BTS achievements. They think that only artists from their country are superior and they don't give respect to people or idols from other countries. The host said the biggest boy band you've never heard of and called them South Korean version of One Direction. They also said that BTS being number one on US charts are surprising as only one member speaks in English. This is undermining BTS artistry. It doesn't mean that you have to speak fully in English to be successful and top the charts. They internationally use a clip of one member wherein he made a mistake in singing, which is very rude and disrespectful because he is a Korean. The host said that BTS speech on United Nations are about hair products. They make fun of Korean language because they don't understand them. They describe ARMY as crazy fans and girls because the fans like Korean group instead of American or Australian group. Next, these xenophobic comments influence how the public views K-pop. The article from the website HollywoodReporter.com states some xenophobic comments towards one of the most famed boy group BTS. It says, BTS is the first group since the Beatles to whom they also are compared for the historical fan mania they generate to score 3 number 1 albums on the Billboard 200 charts in less than a year, a feat that's all the most astounding considering their songs are mostly in Korean. As I have mentioned, they want to measure the quality of the songs just by the language they don't understand. For now though, BTS is content to just keep doing what the group has been doing. They have no delusions about TV or movie careers, at least not ones that require them to speak English, said Abramovich as in 2019. The article treated being Korean is a handicap and they also marveled by how BTS could achieve everything despite being Korean, not because they are Korean. The second reason is the ignorance of the genre itself. Assuming that all K-pop songs only have romantic approach, however, in reality, it's not like that. It's not that all K-pop songs have romantic concept. There are many concepts of them. There are lack of exposure on the subgenre K-pop offers, since only mainstream subgenre is popularized. As an example, Go Go by BTS, in the lyrics, they criticize the squandering of money and lavish luxury. It shows that they use their money on the good side, not only wasting their money on buying lavish and luxury products.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Farah. I'm Binti Adnan, and I will explain about the positive side of K-pop and what K-pop really is. So there is a term existed in the K-pop scene which is emotional support K-pop boy, and the term was coined on December 2nd, 2018 by a Twitter user Romeo Zini. K-pop stars are usually called as idols or influencers to their fans. So whatever they do, it actually influences their fans. So what is emotional support K-pop boy is where fans have no romantic or sexual attraction involved, but it is merely about mental support, encouragement, and a deep appreciation of the artist as a person. So this is my emotional support K-pop boy called the Rose. Through music, they can encourage their fans because many fans have drawn solace from the empowering positive message in K-pop. For instance, Nurul, a student at Tarumanagara University in Jakarta, who published a research paper on quality of life in adolescent K-pop fans, and she resonates with BTS's lyrics, which is just to be love yourself. Just love yourself, whatever you do, it's okay. Love yourself. And second is Lafan. He's a student at National Anti-Bullying Center at Dublin City University, and he specializes in cyber psychology, which is the study of how the internet technology and social media impact our minds. So one of the songs that he found really empowering is Stray Kids My Pace, because in the song they are stating that it's okay, just pursue your dream with your own pace, whether it is quicker, whether it's slower than others, just try to pursue your dream at your own pace. It's okay, not just don't feel pressured. And Lafan also stated that it's different to many Western pop artists, where the messages is that make you feel special. Of course, there are minorities where doesn't connect with make you feel special, but majority of K-pop itself is on the empowering messages in their music. Moving on, this is my own personal experience. I was in a really bad state in my teenage years where I keep on smiling as I don't want to worry others since I feel like I'm not significant enough to make others care for me. And it changed when I came across a soothing song from band Rose, and it's called She's in the Ring. Second, how emotional support K-pop boy support their fans is through their personality. So K-pop idols really stand out due to their personality, which is very approachable, and they have skillful use of the platform, which is social media. Through YouTube, Instagram, and other platforms existed in this 21st century. So the large contribution of an emotional support couple boy is their personality and what they do outside of their music. So in the live stream scene, there are a lot of K-pop idols who did live stream, and the most common apps is V-Live. There's a section titled Chan's Room, organized by Stray Kids leader Bang Chan, who's an Australian, and he stood out because of his advice in almost every live stream made. And he made an impression because of the advice to say the name of their fandom, Stray Kids fandom, and even outside of their fandom as well, like me. So Vanshan used English in his live stream, which make us international fans more connected to them. One of the memorable quotes is, "Don't worry and just be yourself. You were able to come this far because of what you've done until now. There are many ways to succeed." The context of this quote was there's a student who had her exam and she worried that she would fail because failure means she failed her life. But Bang Chan and he stated that there are many ways to succeed, not only through examination. So it's okay, and you've done your best. So that's what K-pop really is, and I hope you guys understand. Thank you for hearing, and that's all from me.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Jannah. Now I will continue on how can we change the misconceptions of K-pop. The first thing that we can do to change the misconceptions of K-pop is by education through exposure online and offline. Exposure about the truth of the misconceptions of K-pop can be done online. For example, nowadays there are many kind of social media platforms such as Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, and it is a great way for people to start learning what K-pop truly is. Next, education also can be done offline through books about the truth of K-pop and how does the industry work and what is the genre of K-pop and so on. Lastly, public should educate themselves to be more accepting on K-pop since it is only a genre of music. Some people not might hate on K-pop because it has a different language. However, I think that is not a valid reason to hate on K-pop because everyone listen to English songs, yet not everyone speak English. So I don't see any difference on listening to K-pop since it's only a genre of music that use a Korean language. Reporters are obligated to do research. They need to pay attention and be more careful on writing articles or publishing news about K-pop. Articles, Western articles especially make a big impact since Americans are prone to read articles to learn something new. Therefore, they need to do some research as it would greatly influence readers on how they portray the idol. Like I said, that many people read the articles or watch the news to gain information or knowledge about something new. So, if the articles write something negative or have the misconceptions of what K-pop is, it might influence how the others view K-pop. So, they really need to do research before they write something about K-pop. Lastly, um, research also apply to hosts or any influencers before they make a statement or comments on K-pop. They really need to do research because it will influence how the others think of K-pop. That's all from our group and thank you.